and welcome back to another episode of our Ultimate Decades Challenge. We have entered into the year 1401 and this is part A. We are here with our nuns in the monastery and Sister Marguerite is just currently cleaning up a little bit. We do have our other sister, Sister Cassandra, who is just down in the garden currently working on doing a little bit of weeding and a little bit of spraying for bugs, because as you can see, our garden is in major disarray. And so she is just currently trying to get things in order here. It is about 7 o'clock in the morning here on a Monday, and little Erlene has tucked herself into bed. She is just trying to get a little bit of sleep. She was up bright and early this morning, and she got up and she had herself a bit of something to eat, and then she was playing with some dolls and then decided that she wanted to go to bed. So she's just getting herself a little bit of a nap here. So we're just going to let her get some rest while the nuns go ahead and take care of some of the things around the house that need to be taken care of. I think I might go ahead and get Sister Marguerite to come on out and assist with the garden so that we can take care of some of the gardening that needs to be taken care of, because it would seem that there is a lot of bugs that need to be taken care of. So maybe if they work together, we can go ahead and get that taken care of here. We are going to be going ahead and just continuing on with this family. Erlene is now a toddler, so she is working on some of her skills. Currently right now she has communication level 3, imagination level 2, almost a level 3. Her movement is a level 3. Her potty is just at a level 2. She just leveled up in that. And her thinking is almost to a level 2. She is just about to level up to a level 2 in her thinking skill. So we are well on our way with our skills for Erlene currently. And so we will be continuing on trying to get her skills up so that she obviously will, have good skills as she ages up here. And she will have 12 days on the timeline here as a toddler. And as we know, she did age up about, 2 days ago. So she's got 10 more days on the timeline as a toddler here. We are also going to be heading over into the O'Leary family at some point so that we can try to get Annabelle pregnant again. We had tried in our last episode to get her pregnant, and unfortunately they were not successful in that. So we will be trying to get her pregnant at some point because we definitely want to have that family try again for another little one. So we will be doing that. I am also just going to check and see if there's any laundry lying about that we need to tend to. It doesn't look like there is any laundry lying about, but I will also check and see if there is any laundry down here in the bin that they need to tend to. And if there is, we will get them to go ahead and, yes, there is. All right, so there is laundry in the bin. We will go ahead and check the clothesline and see how our laundry is on the line. And if our laundry is okay, we will put it away. Where is our bloody clothesline? Oh, they are both in need of repair. All right, so we're just going to actually just replace those, and we'll have them come on down and put the laundry on the line here. Let's have her come down and hang the clothes on the line, and then we'll have her go ahead and replace that water as well. So we'll definitely get that taken care of. It does look like Erlene has woken up. She is an early riser, so we will have her go ahead and maybe we can get her to work on some thinking skill. So I'm just going to have her take a look at some of these paintings on the wall and do some what's that so we can get her thinking skill up. I do want her to go ahead and get to a level 2 of her thinking skill. So as far as her skills or her traits are, she is a fussy toddler. She is angelic. She did get the top-notch infant trait. She loves sounds. She is a wanderer, and she is an early riser. So we absolutely love that for her. And she did just level up to level 2 of her thinking skill. So we are well on our way with our skills here. So that's wonderful. So she's currently just going ahead and thinking, and when she's done with that, she'll be able to start working with her shapes on the blocks there. So that will help to get her skills up a little bit faster. So we will be able to do that, and that will do much faster than her just having to walk around and say what's that to everything. So we'll get her working on some of her shapes, and that is going to help her tremendously in that department. I have no idea where our mailbox is at this house. Oh, here it is. Let's see if we have any mail. It doesn't look like we do. I guess there's nothing that they need to do as far as the mailbox goes. They did already take care of the chickens and the cow this morning. The nuns did. So they should be in good shape. And we also did get the honey and bond with the bees. So all of the outside chores has pretty much been tended to. We did get a hatchable egg, which we have put in our coop. So hopefully we will have a chick soon. That would be very nice if we could get us a chick here. And then we could have some more chickens in the residence so that we can obviously have more chickens, have more eggs. And so that will be really nice. Oh, it looks like she is overheating. Well, why don't you go ahead and change your outfit into your hot weather outfit, and then maybe you will feel better. All right, so she is coming out to go ahead and hang up some laundry, and then I'm just gonna have Sister Marguerite go ahead and go back downstairs here, and we will replace this water and get it all squared away in the sense of having fresh water so that we can do more laundry, because we definitely want to have more laundry going. Great. And it looks like she is currently feeling a little bit hungry. She had made some roasted pheasant, so she's going to go ahead and she's going to have herself a little bit of that roasted pheasant. So she's just helping herself to a little bit of that dish. I mean, at 11 o'clock in the morning, she's like, I'm going to help myself to a little bit of a dinner dish. And I mean, I guess that's perfectly fine. When you're hungry, you're hungry. So she's helped herself to a little bit of that roasted pheasant. Arlene decided to go ahead and head herself off to bed again. She was not quite as rested as she was hoping she would have been. So she did a little bit more of working with some shapes, and then she went herself back off to bed. So I actually am probably going to just cheat that up a little bit, and we're going to get her in here playing with some dolls and then working some more on some shapes. And I am going to go ahead and maybe I will get you to come in here and work on some charisma, Sister Marguerite. Oh my goodness. Sister Cassandra, you did not go to the washroom. You are going to be in desperate need of the loo. So go to the washroom and then you can go back to bed. Now I am pre-recording this before the last video has gone out, and so I am unsure if you guys are going to want Thomas to remarry or not. I am probably going to say you are going to want him to get remarried, so I am probably going to go ahead and look into getting him remarried in this episode, just because I think it's probably going to be wise for us to go ahead and get him remarried. So I'm probably going to go ahead and look into doing that. And so we'll probably go ahead and get that taken care of as well. So I think what we'll do now is go ahead and head over to the O'Leary house and see about getting them with child. And then we'll head over to the Pruitt household and look about seeing getting Thomas remarried. So let's go ahead and head over to the O'Leary house. She is just in here working on her imagination, and she is loving it. So I love that for her. But let's go see the O'Learys. Okay, so we have arrived here in the O'Leary residence. We are just going to go ahead and have Axel go ahead and approach her and see about them going ahead and trying again for another little one. I think he would come up to her and just ask her if they can try for another little baby. Obviously, he wants a son desperately. He wants someone that can carry on their legacy. And so I do think that he would just ask her, do you think that we can go ahead and try again for another little one? Obviously, they sometimes struggle in the romantic department, but hopefully with them gaining sentiments, that will get better, and she will be keen on trying again for another little one. Oh, she's like, I told you already, Axel, that I am worried about having a baby because my sister just died from childbirth. Why do you keep pressing this? Why do you keep pressing this? And he's like, I need to have a son. We need to have a son. Like, we need to have a healthy relationship here. And she's like, I just don't feel comfortable about it. He's like, honey, everything's going to be fine. She's like, can you promise me that? And he's like, I can't absolutely promise you that, but I think everything's going to be fine. They're both very satisfied in their romantic relationship, so I don't know why she keeps turning him down. I guess they're going to go ahead and they are going to go and try. So he has talked her into it. She's like, fine, Axel, I will give you your way once again. We can go try again for a baby. And he's like, I really just want to have a son, Annabelle. I really do. So they are going to go upstairs and they are going to try again for another little one. Obviously, we have Saphira, their little girl. They absolutely love her to death. And Annabelle's thinking, I'm perfectly happy if we just have Saphira, but Axel really, really does want a son. So hopefully they will be able to have another little baby here. So once they are done trying for a little one, I am just going to have Annabelle come on in here and cuddle Saphira and give her a bit of a breastfeed. And she's just going to take care of Saphira here. We're just going to make sure she is well taken care of as well. And we will check and see if this baby try with Axel and Annabelle was successful. I am hoping that it will be, because obviously we definitely want them to get pregnant. They only have these 2 baby tries left, so after this try they'll only have 1 baby try left. So I'm hoping this try is successful because we are running out of tries for this couple. And so yeah, it's we're getting down to the wire here. Look at him. He's like, I'll come and get you. Let me help take care of you, little one. Can you get out of bed, Annabelle? Annabelle's like, well, I can't take care of her if he's taking care of her. But let's go ahead and see if she's pregnant, and it looks like she is. So that was successful. Let's get her to come on in here. I want her to give this little girl a breastfeed. So we'll have Annabelle come on in here and take care of Saphira here. And is Axel currently with job? No. Let's see if we can get him signed up for a job. He wants to stargaze with Annabelle, which is super sweet. Let's go ahead and get him a career. We are going to get him in the blacksmith career, maybe. Let's see what else we've got. Yeah, let's just do the blacksmith career for him. That'll be perfectly fine. Oh, and Saphira is a feeding tinkler. She pees while she's being fed. All right, so we are going to go ahead. We're going to head over to see Thomas Pruitt now. And while we are seeing Thomas, we are going to be trying to find him someone that he can marry. So let's go see Thomas. She is going to go ahead and get some food cooking, it looks like, for the family. And we will continue on with the Pruitts and seeing if we can find Thomas someone that he can get into a relationship with. I'm hoping that he is not mourning any longer and he will be able to find himself a bit of a relationship. So let's go see Thomas Pruitt now. Okay, so we have arrived here at the Pruitt residence. We are just going to go in and we're going to have him check on his boys and make sure they're good. I'm just going to have him go ahead and go in and give both of the boys a little bit of a feed and make sure they're okay. This one here is Rolf, and we will check on, oh my goodness, how did you end up back here? We'll also get him to give Ulrich a little bit of a feed as well. So let's give you a little bit of a feed also. It looks like Rolf has learned how to reach, so he is just going to take care of his sons, and we'll make sure that they are good and cared for before we have to head off. And then we're going to head off, and we're going to take Thomas to go and meet one of the local families here and see if he can get to know their daughter. They have a daughter, and so we're going to see if he can meet her. She is a little bit younger than him, but she is of marrying age, and so he is going to see, since she is eligible to marry, if he kind of gets on with her, and if she is able to get on with him, then we'll see about them potentially going ahead and being able to build up a bit of a relationship so that they can potentially marry one another. I mean, she is, like I said, significantly younger than him, but because she is of marrying age, he's just gonna be like, well, it'll be perfectly fine. So we'll put Ulrich to sleep, and then we'll put Rolf to sleep, and then we'll head on out. Obviously, they'll most likely get sent off to daycare, but that's neither here nor there. So let's go ahead and let him just finish up here. It looks like Rolf is a self-soother, so we love that. Probably because he was crying and crying and crying, and because Thomas was having to deal with Ulrich right then, he was like, well, I can't really deal with picking you up right now, Rolf. So he had to, obviously just ignore him for the time being. And Rolf was like, well, I guess I have to calm myself down. All right, but we are going to go ahead and we are going to travel now. And we are going to go and see the local family and see about him meeting her and seeing how they get on. Okay, so we have arrived here at the Phelps family, and this is Greg Phelps, and I believe this is his wife Emily, and their daughter Letitia, and their son Harold. We are going to be trying to see if we can get in a relationship with Letitia, but I am just going to go ahead and get him to give a friendly, I think, introduction to everyone. So, okay, let's do respectful introduction. And then we can do a friendly introduction to the mom, and then we'll do a respectful introduction to Letitia, and we will do a friendly introduction to Harold. So he's just going to go ahead and meet everyone, and then once he meets Letitia, we will see about us going ahead and building up a bit of a relationship with her, and hopefully they will be able to have a bit of a relationship that can build between the two of them. And once they build up a bit of a relationship, hopefully they will be able to like one another. So they are going to just discuss some interests with each other, and he is going to just be funny with her. He's going to tell her a funny story, and he's going to ask her if she's single. He's learned that she likes fitness. And he's going to talk to her about positive romance dynamics. And he'll compliment their house. And then he's just going to do a bit of a bold pickup line with her. And let's see if they have any type of things here. So he's learned that she is lactose intolerant and she's a vegetarian. They do have good compatibility. His sentiment about her is he's found out she's responsible and she finds him interesting.
Hoi voy, you beam me. Come in.
Oh my gosh, with the umbrellas. And he has learned that Letitia is single, and they're going to go ahead and discuss some fitness techniques because he does know that she likes fitness, and he'll brighten her day. They do have a little bit of romance that has built up between the two of them, it looks like, so that's fantastic. And maybe he'll go ahead and compliment her appearance. He isn't mourning any longer, so I think that's fantastic that they are able to kind of flirt a bit and build up a little bit of some romance. He is going to ask her about her attraction, you know, like what she's attracted in. And he's just going to express the like some admiration in her. And he's going to ask her if she wants to dance. And then he's going to tell her that he is attracted to her. And I do think that he would at some point go ahead and offer her a rose and just tell her about his family. Like, he does want her to know that he does have children and that he has lost his wife and he's looking for another wife. So they are just going to go ahead and do a little bit of dancing, and then he is going to just continue to discuss interests with her. They're going to talk about her favorite color, and he is going to ask her about her hobbies and skills. So he's just going to continue to try to get to know her a bit more, and he's going to ask her if she knows about her soulmate. Look at her little sister just sitting here dancing along with them. I think that is so cute. They're dancing together, and her little sister is just like, oh, this is fun. I want to dance too. So them dancing is obviously building up their etiquette, but it is building up their friendship as well. And he is going to go ahead and kiss her hands. And I think he is definitely going to just tell her, I am definitely attracted to you. I really do think that we could, you know, be something great together. And he's like, do you think that you could maybe potentially consider yourself being in a relationship with me? And she's like, well, I haven't found my soulmate yet, but that doesn't mean that, you know, I couldn't necessarily be with you. It just doesn't mean that you're, you know, I don't think you're really my soulmate, but that doesn't mean I can't, you know, be with you. And he wants to be a love bug because he has become overwhelmed with romance. Okay, sure.
Oh, Bompsy Gorg.
Yalig Unga?
Mibs? Oogalump.
And they both seem very satisfied currently in their relationship. So he's going to ask her if she wants to be in a relationship with him and if she'll be his romantic partner. And she's like, of course I will. So he is going to go ahead and boast about his family and just tell her about his boys.
Yalig Mubna.
Sub Orbidim.
And he's decided to go ahead and give her their very first kiss. They seem to be really happy together so far, and they have a steamy romance dynamic. Okay, sure. So he can ask her to join the household, but I really want him to propose to her if he can. Can he not ask her to marry him?
Oh, so dork.
Flarbin.
Oh, Karzini.
All right, so I've got them engaged, I think. Let's go ahead and travel with them and see if we can get them married. So let's go with Letitia. And we're going to take Greg and Emily and Harold with us. And we're going to go ahead and head them over to the chapel. Okay, so we have arrived here at the chapel. We are just going to go ahead and take them inside. And we're going to see if we can get them married. I just want to take them in and see. All right, so let's go ahead and we will seat our Sims. We're gonna seat, okay, we'll seat Axel. And let's go ahead and, oh, he doesn't have anybody that he's engaged to yet. All right, let me see if I can get her and him engaged. All right, let's go ahead and plan the wedding event, and then we'll be able to, I guess, do the wedding. All right, bride and groom. The guests are going to be Greg and Emily and Harold. And we don't have a caterer or a mixologist or a musician, and we're going to do it here at the wedding venue, and it is done. We are going to seat our Sims. We will seat Annabelle and Axel. We'll seat Kate and Theo, and so everybody can have a seat. And let's start the wedding. All right, everyone's gonna come on in, and then we will seat our Sims. Let's make sure everyone is gonna be seated. Okay, Letitia, get your butt over here. It's not letting me get them married. Is it because she is a teen and he is not? Okay, well that seems to not be working, so we are just going to go ahead and cheat their relationship and add that they are married. And we'll say that we got them married. I don't know why it is not working. I think it's because I have her listed as a teen, and maybe in the settings she can't get married. I don't really know, but I will have to check my MC Command Center and see if that's a problem for the future. But we'll go ahead and get them married here and check and make sure that they are married after I do this. All right, let's check and see in the profile. All right, spouse. And let's go ahead and we will do the relationship. Yeah, they can divorce now. And we will move them in together. And she has been added to the family. And we will go ahead and we will add her to the family tree. He is going to go ahead and, why is this not ending? End this early. It'll let me renew their vows. Okay, let's get them to renew their vows. That's fine. I don't understand. He's starving to death. I can't end the event. They are having a beautiful renewal of their vow ceremony, and then we will go ahead and hopefully be able to end this ceremony and send them home. Let's see if we can send them home. And I will see you once they go home. Okay, so we have arrived here back in the Pruitt home, and these two are now officially married. We are just going to go ahead and let them consummate their marriage, because as we know, that definitely needs to take place. So they are going to go ahead and go on into the house and do just that. Look at her. She's like, oh my gosh, you want me to do what? And he's like, I just want us to make it official for us to consummate our marriage. She's like, I just don't know if I feel ready to do that. And he's like, it'll be fine. This is literally what we're supposed to do after we get married, to make it official. And she's like, oh, I guess I didn't realize that that's what we were supposed to do. But okay, if that's how that's done, then that's what we'll do. He likes physical intimacy. Yes, you can like physical intimacy. So they're going to go on in there, and they are going to go and they are going to consummate their marriage. They did roll that they need to have 8 babies, so this couple is going to have 8 baby tries. I think that him and Pearl had a significant amount of baby tries that they were supposed to have as well, so the Pruitt family will be a large family. But they are going to have 8 baby tries. This is just a woohoo that they are doing. We did try the try for baby option, and that she was like, I don't know how I feel about that. But then she was like, I'll go and woohoo with you. So they are woohooing. I don't know if the woohoo option will get them pregnant or not. We will have to look and see if that is going to be the case and if she is going to be able to be expecting or not. But this couple is officially married now. They are living together. I have put Letitia on the timeline as well as on the family tree and put that they are scheduled to go ahead and be married. And I did put, or be married, to how many kids they're supposed to have. And I did get her in her pink colors because she is now a Pruitt. And I will obviously put her photo on our family timeline on the Family Echo family tree. That being said, once we find out if she is expecting or not, we will update that. And then we will go ahead and we will probably head on over and check in on our main household and just see if Erlene is doing okay. So let's go ahead and take a look here and see if she is expecting. It does not look like it, so she will have 7 baby tries left after this one. So they will need to go ahead and try again. Maybe I'll try again and see if I can get her to try for a baby, and we'll use up another one of their try for baby options. Is he not wanting more kids? He's like, I already have 2 infants. Doesn't say that he doesn't want more kids, so I don't know what the deal is with that. And he's family oriented, so I would think he wants more children, but maybe they're just struggling right now. I don't really know. But it doesn't look like they are going to go and try for a little one. He's currently right now just taking care of the little ones, and she's cleaning up. So we will have to have them try again for another little one again in maybe part B, and we are going to go ahead and we are going to check in with our main household. So let's go see how Erlene is doing. Okay, so we have arrived here back in the monastery. It does look like everyone is feeling a little bit hungry, so I'm just going to have everyone come down and grab a serving of this meat, cheese, and bread. Hopefully there is enough here for everyone. It does look like there is. So everyone's going to come get down and grab a serving of the meat, cheese, and bread. That will actually finish it off, and then it will be gone, and they'll have to make something else for them to all eat here in the house. They had made that pheasant, but it's probably gone off by now if we're being honest, so they'll probably have to clean that up. But they're all going to go ahead and grab themselves a bite to eat, and then we will probably have the nuns go on outside and start taking care of some of our outside chores. The garden probably needs to be tended to, and I know for a fact our animals are most likely going to need to be tended to as well. And we will just have Erlene deal with some of her skill building. She, as we know, has been dealing with some of that. And she is doing really well. She's got a 3 in everything: communication, imagination, and movement, a 2 in potty, and a 2 in thinking. So she is well on her way. She is currently just trucking through the grounds here, trying to get into the dining area so that she can go ahead and go grab herself a little bit of a platter of food here. Sister Cassandra has finished eating, and they are just currently finishing up there. We are just going to go ahead and make sure that nothing needs to be done here with the chickens, and it seems that they don't. The shed is already clean, and like I said, they had milked and cleaned and done everything with the cow already. We do need to collect a little bit of honey, so we will go ahead and have Sister Cassandra come out and do that. And it does look like we need to go ahead and do a little bit of weeding in the garden, so I'll have her come out and do some weeding. Sister Marguerite is going to need to check on the laundry. It looks like that laundry out there is still wet, and don't know if we have any laundry upstairs, so I will check and see. but it's probably gonna be that we don't. I don't feel like we probably have any laundry lying around. Yeah, we don't. So there's no laundry currently to be done. Oh, yes, there is. So we'll do some laundry in the wash tub with Sister Marguerite. And did you finally get some food? Yes, you did, sweet girl. Okay, so Arlene is just finally getting herself a bite to eat here. And she is enjoying her breakfast, which is fantastic. She wants to be friendly with one of the sisters. So in a little bit, we will just go ahead and let her socialize a little with one of the sisters. And that will go ahead and complete that whim for her. Sister Cassandra is pissed because she has gotten stung by these bees. Maybe she can go ahead and do a bit of bonding with the bees. I have been trying to get her to bond with the bees a little bit in hopes that we can build that relationship so they'll stop stinging us. But so far that has been unsuccessful. So yeah, there's that. All right, so you go ahead and finish eating that. And then once you're done with that, we will maybe have you come down and chat with one of the sisters. I mean, I don't really want you chatting with Sister Marguerite while she is trying to get the laundry done because that's just going to distract her. And Cassandra is obviously going to be doing some gardening, so you may have to wait a little bit for that, but that's fine. We'll just go ahead and let them continue on with their chores, and then once they go inside, we can have them tend to Arlene and do some socializing with her. Arlene's like, I do not have time to wait on them. I'm going to go upstairs and play with my dolls, which is perfectly fine. I am going to have Sister Marguerite clean up a little bit when she's done with washing the laundry. And then we can make sure that everything's kind of cleaned up here. Go ahead and come clean this up, and then you can go upstairs and you can chat with Arlene. So we'll have her come on up and tell her a story, and then she can also potty train her. And we'll work on a little bit of their potty training, and that will be fantastic. Sister Cassandra is out here bonding with the bees, which is great. She's telling herself a story, actually, because she's having herself a bit of an erratic moment. I mean, that does tend to happen. So she's telling a story to herself, and Marguerite is telling a story to Arlene. We love it. Stories are just being told all around. Cassandra has decided to go ahead and head herself off to bed here. Did she get any honey? Yes, she did. You can clean that up. And we can put the honey in the fridge. Maybe I can also get her to put the laundry on the clothesline, since Sister Marguerite didn't do that. Sister Marguerite is like, you are doing so good, Arlene. I'm so proud of you. Why don't you guys come over here and play dolls together, and we will build up that imagination skill together. So they're just playing dolls together, spending some much needed quality time together, and we love that. Cassandra is just tending to some of the chores here, but I do think she is probably going to end up going and having herself a bit of a nap. I think that she is feeling a little bit tired. Maybe you can come out and clean, feed, and milk Bluebell, because I do think that she hasn't been tended to for the day, so we'll have her go ahead and do that. And why don't you go ahead and make a meal? You can make some, let's do some fried fowl. You can do a family size of that, Sister Marguerite, and we'll have some fried fowl for the family. And then Cassandra, when you're done with the cow, you can go get yourself a little bit of rest. She's like, well, thank goodness for small miracles, because honestly, I'm exhausted. I know you are. All right, we'll put this milk in the fridge. So Sister Marguerite is just finishing up on making this meal here for this fried fowl. It looks fantastic. We love that. So the meal is ready to be eaten. I don't really think anybody's really all that hungry. Arlene went ahead and put herself to bed. I think everyone is kind of feeling a little bit tired. So I'm going to let everyone go ahead and take themselves a little bit of a nap. They must have been up for most of the night. So we'll let them get a little bit of much needed rest. And I will see you once everyone wakes. So Sister Marguerite is just up and she is cleaning. It will be harvest in 2 days' time. So we will be doing our harvest in a couple of days, which is fantastic. For now, we are just working on our skill building with Erlene and making sure things around the house are tip-top shape, and we absolutely love that. Also, in part B, we'll be trying again for a little one for Letitia, and we will be seeing Kate Barnett giving birth to her little one. She should be due in part B. So that is something that we will be seeing taking place in 1401 Part B. But for now, we are just continuing on letting the nuns take care of Erlene, letting them teach her as many skills as they can, and continuing on trying to take care of the little bit of farm that they have here at the monastery. And we absolutely love that. We obviously were able to go ahead and get Thomas remarried, and so hopefully he will have his wife that is going to be able to help him take care of his little ones, and his family will continue to expand because they are going to be having 8 children. So that's going to be wonderful to see that Pruitt family continue to grow. And as we know, when Erlene ages up again to a child in 1403, we will see if she has a successful role, and if she does, we'll continue on with her, and if she does not, we will be going over to the Barnetts as them becoming our main household. But that being said, I am going to go ahead and leave this episode here. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you are notified when new episodes go live on the channel. And I will see you guys in 1401 Part B, where we are going to continue on with our community. And until next time, I'm going to go ahead and fly for now. Bye, Ravens.